Remember when we were talking about the policy and when you do things and how you do things, because you're talking about the ability to put certain transactions on a corporate card, move them forward quickly. Other ones are treated a different way. Like the overall strategy of how you go about looking at the work that's coming across your desk represents a really thoughtful vision about what you're trying to accomplish that you operationalize back into the business. This is a really big thing to think about. Some teams have transformed their legal and procurement process, and some teams haven't. Just 10 years ago, when I got to Adobe, 70% of all purchase orders coming through the process had a contract document associated with them. 70%. And they had this really, I was part of the team there. We had this process where purchase requisitions were approved up the management chain and the finance chain. And then the contract was put together. And then that contract document went through the same basic workflow for approvals. It was totally redundant, a waste of time and effort. I mean, who approves it? Who signs it? There's a bunch of things to think about, but this is a huge area for optimization. I mean, we've talked a lot about data, supplier onboarding, risk, and all these other things. This area, contracts, really needs some thought. And I think it's a little tricky for procurement people because we kind of sometimes bow down to our legal folks. So these guys went to law school. They're really smart. And by the way, I'm not knocking any of my legal friends. This is true. To go to law school, go through that process, you got to be really smart. You know, but there's got to be more of a collaboration with them than just kind of a do whatever they say thing, because they're kind of working on, like risk teams, they're looking at this from a legal perspective versus an operational perspective in many cases, and it needs a different lens. 100%.